Thank you for joining us today for the webinar on overcoming the Oracle EBS Upgrade Challenge. Today we are going to see a live demo of the Propero 2.1, the first self-service automated Oracle EBS R12.2.2 upgrade tool. My name is Sangeeta Jash and I am the Assistant Manager, Marketing Communications at Jade Global. Now I would like to introduce Raja Shekhar. Raja heads the Enterprise Resource Planning Group at Jade Global. He is a certified project management professional with project planning and implementation experience, mostly in Oracle applications. Raja is behind some of the most successful Oracle EBS R12 upgrade and implementation projects. And again, I'm Sangeeta Jash, Assistant Manager, Marketing Communications here at Jade Global, and also your moderator today for this webinar. I will go ahead and pass it to Raja now, who will share the poll answer, review the agenda, and continue with the presentation. Thanks, Raja.
All right, thanks, Sangeeta. Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day here in San Jose, and it's last day of Dreamforce, so I was expecting more and more people to come and join Oracle sessions. So great to see good audience today. So let me start by quickly introducing myself. I'm Raja Shekhar. I manage ERP line of business at Jade, and I've worked on various ERP engagements of customers of various sizes. So companies like GE, Motorola, VMware, some SMBs like Riverbed, Silicon Storage, Twitter, Advent, Intelligent, and so on. I have over 15 years of experience in the industry. I worked very closely with Oracle, Oracle technologies, especially on the implementations, upgrades, global rollouts, business process engineering, and those kind of initiatives for Jade Global. Today we'll be looking at a really hot topic about moving to R12 now that support is coming towards the end. Most of the companies are really looking to upgrade now. The people who have really thought they can upgrade, they already upgraded. But now the companies who had certain other challenges because of which they couldn't upgrade are now seriously considering to upgrade, because Oracle has not left much choice but to upgrade. Okay, and at this time, it provides a tremendous opportunity to look at the real business value EBS can provide if done right, and it can even transform your business operations. In this session, we'll focus on why we have to upgrade, the challenges performing the upgrade. But we'll spend a majority of the time focusing on our R12 upgrade solution, which is called Propero. There will be a live demo, which I think most of the time will be spent on. So I wanted to show you how this tool really is kind of major game changer for upgrades. And we'll wrap it up with Q&A, and I'll provide this whole presentation and demo to be kept around 35 to 40 minutes, so we can have some time left over the end to address questions. And we have a couple of poll questions which I wanted to share. First poll was already there, so I'll just share the results for the first poll. So there, the question which I asked was, tell us about your primary R12 upgrade challenge, and the options were no internal staff available. Second one was low ROI. Third one was can't afford the downtime. Fourth one was limited knowledge of R12, and fifth one is planning to go directly to Fusion. And the poll responses, I think 70% of the focus of the folks think there is very less ROI, and remaining 20% feel that it is very time-consuming and they do not have internal staff to support it. And rest is pretty much divided in the rest 10%. So the message is clear. So people still are not convinced about the ROI with the R12 upgrade. Okay, so that's the outcome from this poll, which is in line with the expectations in the past. In the very beginning of this whole webinar series, I noticed that majority of the people had limited knowledge about R12, but I believe that knowledge about R12 has grown up significantly over the period of time. All right, so let me go to the first point, which is why upgrade in the first place, right? So this is something which has been really well debated for quite some time in various companies, and there is still a lot of information about, even though there is still a lot of information about this, which is again scattered into multiple places, about why really required to be R12 upgrade. So here are the key points. So Oracle support. You may know that the premier support has ended already for 11i, that is 11.5.10. And extended support is ending in 2014, but since recently extended for 2015, I'll tell you about what that really means. And the next one is new functionalities and features for R12. There are a lot of new functionalities and features and enhancements available in R12, which can be taken advantage of. Some of the popular functionalities are like MOAC and SLAs and EB tags. Now, Oracle has come up with a new line of products using their Endeca acquisition. They have already built quite a few Endeca extensions in EBS, including O2C, there's order to cash, asset management, procure to pay, depot repair, and so on. And they're rolling out more and more every quarter. And we'll talk about it a little more in the next few slides. The next big thing is business process improvements. Yeah, R12 carries a lot of business value where you can implement major process improvements for your company, ranging from shared services, financial consolidations, closing, and so on. And preparing for fusion. Of late, with the release of fusion applications, people are evaluating about the right path. Either to go directly to the fusion or go to R12 and then go to fusion. And Oracle has now pretty much good number of fusion applications are out there in the market, including the CRM, HCM, financials, project portfolio management, and so on. And they are adapting incremental release strategy. And the recommendation for our customers is to adapt a coexisting strategy where you can just have HCM, for example, in Fusion and remaining in EBS. And this has been there for quite some time. And more users are looking to use their own mobile devices for business operations in ADF, and ADF stands for Application Development Framework, which is part of the Fusion, which provides a great way to start building your mobile applications for your company. So interestingly, they just recently come across a company with about $2 billion revenue. It's still in 11i, but started developing ADF applications integrated with EBS. And that company is based out of Bay Area, California. But I thought that is something which people are seriously evaluating to leverage some of the tools which Fusion provides. And of course, last but not the least, reduce maintenance. And of course, with the upgrade, you will have opportunities to cut down the number of customizations and adapt standard functionalities wherever it is possible. Okay, so with this list of challenges, let's see a little bit more deeper about what the support timelines looks, right? So Oracle has pretty much published this out quite some time, but they have put a star mark, especially across the 11.5.10 side. If you see this one, you'll see that extended support really ends on November 2013. That is this month. But at the same time, they're saying that sustaining support will go from all the way till end of 2015. So in this sustaining mode, what you'll get is critical 7 fixes, patches, and your payroll updates and tax updates. All right. So you'll not get any enhancements or any major P2s kind of issues, which is generally the major concern for any organization. Okay. Now, having seen the benefits about R12, but why the people are still not going to R12 then, right? Let's see what are the typical challenges that customers are facing for upgrades. not just 11 to R12, but in general to keep up with the latest version of EBS. For any major upgrade, first and foremost question people ask is, it is time to upgrade or it is really time to re-implement? And there are various factors which are required to be fully evaluated to answer this question. Right from your current version of EBS and the target version which you're looking for to get into, and change in the business processes, degree of customization in current environment, and your budget, which is a major driver, which was a major driver at least 2 or 3 years ago. And for the context for this presentation, we'll keep the discussion only to upgrades. Okay. So next, business buying, and this could be a bit tricky, especially to identify the key users and then bring them early and keep them involved throughout the project. So business continuity is another big factor. During the upgrade project, it is advisable not to add more functionality because of the obvious reasons. But not entertaining business changes or new requirements to the existing Oracle EBS footprint could impact the business continuity. It is critical for the fast-growing organizations who cannot keep a large chunk of their time aside for the whole company just for a thing like software upgrade. So they really need to see a value when they say there is some basic disruption is going to happen. And people are really nervous about it. And user adoption is another big factor. So it is critical for the users to get fully familiarized with a new version. So user training is absolutely critical. And I think we talked about it before, upgrade cost. Most of our companies really are concerned about the upgrades in general, both from the effort and cost it takes to perform the upgrade. The various cloud offerings available now, it is getting even more and more challenging for companies to justify this kind of cost. Okay. So let's see what are the real business benefits for EBS upgrades. Like having gone through the challenges now, let's look at the benefits. And there are still a lot of new and exciting things. Okay. So first thing is what you get, which is coming out more recently. I think I touched upon in the previous slides, is Endeka. So Endeka is more or less becoming a major game changer, where it is solving the problem of really taking the users to the next level. So leveraging Oracle Endeka technology, these applications provide an information-driven approach to the navigation that helps users focus on the right information and at the right time to make the right decisions. So it provides various discovery-oriented dashboards that bring together operational data from EBS suite to users who can you can use like advanced searches, like range filters and something like tag clouds, charts and key indicators, and can freely browse and drill on whatever engages their attention. So this is a great tool for users to act faster to the real business challenges, right? I don't know if anybody has seen the Endeka demo. I think this is not part of this scope of this webinar, but that will be really good to check that out, and I'm sure that a lot of people will totally love it. So moving to the next one, which is number of R12 improvements, starting with the major facelift on the UI, moving the functions to OF. There are over 300 plus new enhancements and new modules introduced in R12, and I'm speaking specifically about 12.13. And there are more which came in 12.2, which just came like a couple of months ago. In fact, during just before the open world. Reduced maintenance. We have just talked about it a little bit earlier already. So this is a well-known established fact that moving your customer events out from out to the standard ones will always help you reduce the maintenance. The last one is process simplification. So R12 provides a number of process simplification opportunities ranging from supply registration, the bank account creation, the payment creation, financial closing, various forms of accounting representations, deferred COGS with deferred revenue, APR netting, and simplification of the collection process, and so on. So there are a number of process improvements and simplification opportunities which are coming out directly from R12, which you can take advantage of. Together, when all these benefits are brought in, it provides opportunity for business to really help transform. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Now we'll go to demo. But before I go to demo, just wanted to give a quick survey. We can take a poll questions here. So the question is very simple, which is the tool which we have. It's called Propero. I wanted to see where did you hear about this? Is it from our Jade Global website or some kind of social media, web search, or this is a webinar event, or some other ways you have heard about it. So it would be good if you can give us some indication about it for us. So poll is active now. Let's. I'll keep this poll open for probably in 20 seconds. Yeah. So Propero is one of the tools we have been discussing with a lot of other customers who are interested to use it, and I'll give a little bit of history about how it came in and what are the experiences. Okay, looks like most of the people have done it, so I'm just going to close the poll now. Okay. All right. So the response I'm seeing is probably around 60% people think that's the social media. That's great. Social media works. Interesting. Then there are people who got it from searches. Few of them got from our website. But I think the clear thing is social media is most of the people have seen this from. Great. So let me go to the next slide. Okay. So before I go to the demo about this, so let me give you a quick about this tool, what it does. Okay. So Propero is a solution which is mix of a tool and methodology and personnel. But this webinar is focused primarily about the tool, what it does. Okay. So Propero is basically a self-service R12 upgrade tool, which helps in accelerated R12 upgrade assessment and actual upgrade project. It supports multiple upgrade paths, including your 12.13, and we have also added capability just recently to help it do the 12.2 upgrade as well. So before I go further details about the tool, let me give a quick background about how it came through. So we, at our previous engagements with the customers, we had in-house tool which we used to deploy at the customer site, and we used to do the assessments and then upgrades. And customers who really loved it, and they gave a great feedback where, can it be like a SaaS cloud-based application where they can also do it by themselves if required. So we went and invested a lot of effort in making this a total self-service cloud-based tool, and now here we are. So this is already up and running, and already a lot of customers have already shown interest and they have already started using it. So it is self-service. You can always sign up and start using it. And around 60 to 70% of the functionality of this tool is available for anybody who can just sign up and start using free of cost. All right, so let's come back to this tool. So the usage of this tool is actually twofold. One is what I call business and functional. where it provides a summary view for all your new features, functionalities about R12 by module, by track, with respect to 11i, and with respect to the changes which comes from 11i to R12. So this helps business users as well to log in and get a good view about what R12 means, not only the IT folks, not only technical folks. It has a library of reusable documents created by Jade Global for developing like data trainings, the project plans, custom programs, cutover plans, user training, test cases, test plans, and so on. It also has a feature to review the governance impact because of the changes in the access controls between two versions. The second, for the technical team, which is Propero provides a list of kind of pretty much all kind of ChemLists existing in EBS. You name it, forms, reports, form specialization, Unix shell scripts, OF pages, BI publisher reports, views, PL/SQL code, and pretty much every customization. And it provides great impact analysis, and not only just impact analysis, it also drills down in the transition to R12, and also it provides the suggested recommendations. So additionally, it helps in revalidation of the codes after the fixes are done. This is especially crucial for the companies that have many active projects that may impact their ERP environment. Something which I touched upon from the business cutover point of view. I think a lot of people will find it interesting. And typically the conventional wisdom has been that put all the changes to production, put hold of all the changes in production during the period of actual upgrade to prevent any UAT surprises or go live. However, with Propero, because you can revalidate the code as needed, production blackout period can be dramatically shortened. And our customers have been able to reduce the blackout period to just right before the UAT. So that means a month or so. And that has found a lot of traction with the customers. So let me go a little bit deeper into this quickly, in each of the features. New features, right? There are many new features in R12, and it is oftentimes confusing for the business users to understand this. With Propero, users can now view a concise list of all the features and functionalities and changes in R12, which is segregated by module and track. They can further explore the new functionalities or features if they needed by going to a next tab, which we call as change management. And change management is a structured process which will ultimately drive adoption and acceptance, which is crucial for any kind of upgrade project. There's a lot of reusable documentation provided in Propero, the things which I just mentioned, data training, plans, test cases. Again, all of them is segregated by modules, by tracks, by types of documents, PDFs, Word document, PowerPoints, which serves a great asset for the development of the change management plan tailored to that customer environment. In governance impact, there are many changes in R12, especially with menus and functions and responsibilities, and it is challenging to really track them in manual process. The Propero suggests a list of the changes by module. This can help identify the changes in SOX procedures in an accelerated way. It can also include, it also includes a feature to identify all the changes in the customer-specific environment between two instances to minimize the errors and accelerate the post-configuration validation. Okay, next is the technical focus area. So we start with this, what we call a code extractor. So this feature is mainly used for assessment phase, where Propero extracts all the custom code of your database and operating system level from your EBS environment and makes it available for CAMLI and environment impact analysis. And second one is Impact Analyzer. This one is a core feature of this tool where all the extracted code from the code extractor is passed into this Impact Analyzer. Impact Analyzer engine runs and performs a detailed impact analysis and provides a view of all the impacted objects. And when I say impacted objects, I'm saying impacted objects with respect to R12 from your 11i or previous older versions of R12 environment. Next one is Impact Drill Down. This is a reporting feature of the tool which provides further drill down of the impacted objects which with suggested resolutions and various analytics on the custom objects, including grouping of the custom objects by type, track, details, and also provides this impact drill down tab also provides the environment details about your footprint from hardware and server standpoint. The next one is Object Repository. So this is the library of changes by version of all the standard objects by module and track. It provides a good reference for the developers to make changes in their code and accelerate the testing. The last one is the Automation Toolkit. This is a repository of multiple reusable automations to help you improve your user productivity by eliminating manual tasks. So there are certain automations which are available like bank integrations and so on. So with this, I'll go and do a demo of the application. So let me take you to the browser window. Okay, here you go. All right, so you can access this tool. I hope you can see it. You can access this tool from just typing the link that propero.jadeglobal.com, and you'll come to this page, and you can type the whole URL. And so as I mentioned, this is a total self-service tool, and so you can just go ahead and create your own account, and you'll get simple user registration page, and as soon as you enter it, you'll get an email with your details. Oops. You can come back and sign in. So I'll just sign in with my name, user ID. Okay, we open a new window. Let me put the new window. Here you go. So you'll see something like this when you sign up. This is something for internal customers, so I can just go to a demo customer, which is our ABCD Corp. So once you get in, you'll see some input page like this, which is your profile page, where you have your information, user information, and you can call your project. You can call your project anything that you want, like you can say 11i to 12.13, or you can go to 12.2.2, or you can pick up from which versions you want to go from to. And then you come to what I call as the code extractor. So this is the starting piece of the functionality where all the folks can, as you know that any development environment of EBS, you will have your own prefixes which you use. You can say you have a customer called ABCD, you could say access ABCD as your prefixes of your code. or you can say XX only, so making sure all the custom codes are picked up. So what it will do is when I hit something, say generate script, and what it actually does is it will generate the script which will be tailored to your environment, which you can give it to your DBA, just like any other Oracle patch. Your DBA with a zip file, the README instructions, and actual code of extraction. So your DBA can take this code, run it both at the DB and OS level, database and operating system level, and bring all the output of that and come back to this tool called Impact Analyzer, and they can upload this code here. So for this demo customer, we already uploaded tons of code. I can just to show as a demo, I can go and pick some code. These are some sample code I have, so I'll just pick 3 of them. And you upload that in the tool. As a next step, you go and pick the code which you just uploaded and do what you call a check impact. So what check impact does is it will send you a notification as soon as the impact analysis is complete on all this code which you have picked up. It is just like Oracle batch program. When you initiate a batch, it goes through a process of combining everything, go to concurrent process, runs it. So it is going to do that and come back to us and let us know. But you can see the previous impact analysis done on similar type of code where this has been evaluated, and you see the flag which comes once impact analysis is complete. It says completed, and it will say towards the end if it is impacted or not. So all the ones which are red are the ones which are actually impacted with R12 change. You can at any point of time you can purge your code. You can purge selectively, or you can purge all of it if you want. If you want to get rid of every code which you probably have uploaded, everything gets deleted. You can search with any piece of code which you probably have done the impact analysis long time ago, and so on. Then what we do is we'll come to what you call as impact drill down, right? So impact drill down has basically 2 views. One is the Chemly analysis, and one is called environment analysis. So Chemly analysis, as you saw the code which have gone in, with all the code which have been uploaded, you can see that all the code can go through various kinds of analytics. It could be distribution of this code by object type, for instance. You could have distribution by track. So object types, you can see all the various object types: concurrent programs, forms, functions, index, menus, OF personalizations, reports, and so on. And it can also segregate by track, which is, some of them could be admin kind of tasks, but you could have finance, HCM, manufacturing, supply chain, or any kind of technical. So technical are the ones which where we cannot determine the track. It can be spawned across multiple tracks. So we kind of typically group them under technical. Then you have a details about it. So all the object names and type of it and who created, when created, and that stuff. Now, out of all the list of original objects, you can see the further breakdown of impacted objects. So this is one of the major features of this tool, where it can give the real impact of this by object type. Again, you can see in this screen, a lot of things are not really impacted. You can see that packages, for instance, are really impacted. So there's a lot of fear factor people for the people who are trying to upgrade. If they are heavily customized, they believe that a lot of things will break with R12, but that's not the reality. If you see that here, the packages definitely are the core of the customizations. In fact, only 34% of them are really impacted, right? Now, going to further details, what if we tell you what is the real impact on these, the ones which are really impacted, right? You can go and search of the custom object, and you can, this again have certain filters. But the key thing is here, right? You can go and pick up the object name, which is actually impacted. You can do further drill down into what really got impacted with this tool. So the impact analyzer is such a powerful tool that it goes and drills down and let you know exactly what perhaps is impacted and has to be changed. For example, this is the first object which shows up here, and it's actually a view. There is a view object, there's a report object, but within the report is actually using a view, which is HZ party relationships, and that view is actually looks like is actually impacted. This view has been used in the line number 4 of this object, and the impacted object is this. And what is the real impact? It is replaced in R12 with HZ relationships. So you have to evaluate and make the changes. So imagine this kind of information is now available to developers who would have done how they would have done it before without this, right? They would have gone to the each of the objects, try to compile it, it will break, they go and find out where it failed and then change it, which is not very scientific way of fixing these things. So this is really a good approach where the tool provides exactly how to evaluate the customizations and what really broke and how it can be fixed. It can further give a distribution of impacted objects by track, which again has been pretty significant feature of this tool, considering that the tool can give a good, nice breakdown of the impacted objects by track, which will help you size the effort of these kind of customizations, typically by looking at which track has maximum number of customizations which are breaking. I'm surprised it took so much time. But if you can see that tracks are identified here, and you can see finance, manufacturing, supply chain, you can see these are the distribution. So you can, just by looking at this, you can tell that supply chain management or SCM would need a little more attention than other tracks. Okay, so let me go to the other features. So far we have touched upon code extractor, impact analyzer, drill down. What I did not touch about is environment analysis. So quickly, let's go there too. So impact analysis has multiple features, including data analysis, the critical indicators, infrastructure review, and list of installed modules. So transaction data analysis provides a good way of distribution of your transactions by various types of records. So this helps upgrade team to really size the effort in terms of cutover potentially, which can happen. As you would recollect that some of the people who may be familiar with SLAs would know that SLAs are the big driving factors for cutovers, and you have to really have a plan to do that. Then you have okay, I think I'm coming back here. Okay, then we have master data analysis, which is your customers, employees, items, and suppliers, and you can see which if there is any concern there. Then you can look at critical indicators such as organizations. This is also something which will help you for sizing your effort. For example, in this case, we have 4 legal entities, 1 operating unit, or 10 operating units. You can look at this information and use that for helping you size the effort. Then you have infrastructure review, which is operating unit level, TV level, application level, health checks, which provides inputs for your infrastructure point of view, what you are. And also it provides a list of modules which are installed. So I'm not going to go there for that time. Let me go to the new features tab, which is business focused. So a lot of times in our past experience, customers came back and asked a very simple question: what is new in A module, for example? Right? Some people say, what is new in GL, for example? You can just go and get a quick snapshot about what is really new in each module. You can pick any module and it will give you a quick snapshot about the improvement. And again, it can go by track, it can go by version, and you can just look for some new features. So this gives business users a good information about helping them actually going to R12 by looking at the possible new features which are listed in new version. And if somebody wants to go deeper, the next step for them is to go to Change Management tab. Change Management provides various kind of training artifacts, training documentations, which are available, which gives much more detailed drill down of new features and changes. It has the PDFs, it has got Word documents, it has got test cases, training plans, cutover plans, project plans, and so on. Next tab is about object repository. So certain times you would see that developers do not have a good understanding about certain code which is not really sitting in EBS but sitting in some outside EBS environment, and they want to evaluate what is the impact of that. So that they are not following any kind of conventions when they are naming the code. So in that situation, the code extractor will not pick it up because it's not sitting in EBS. So we can do manual analysis on those impact of those objects which are actually sitting outside EBS. It provides a great tool for the business, for the technical team to do the analysis all by themselves. So it gives you a cross-reference of various versions you are going in from and to target, and it gives you packages or functions you might be using in your custom code which might have been obsolete or changed. Right? If you can see this, it gives you this repository which you can use for that kind of analysis. All right, so let's move into the governance impact. I talked about it before. With R12, between versions, there are changes in the menus and functions. So there are certain menus added, menus deleted, modules become absolute, and responsibilities got added, responsibilities got deleted. This feature provides a good way of analyzing your SOX implications or your adjustments you have to make especially when you're moving to R12 in terms of menus and functions and responsibility assignments. And then last but not the least, there is a toolkit we have here. There are certain tools just developed which can be reused. Especially with R12, there are a lot of changes and a lot of impact in the bank integration. We have bank integration automation which is available right now. Similarly, the common usage is like users want to upload their files by themselves. R12 has a certain feature for that, but we have further extended it, which is where users can upload their files by themselves from whatever responsibilities they want to do it from, and this function can be used for loading the data from their own desktops versus going through any IT ticketing. Then the next one is custom DFF, which is again a very powerful feature. With EBS, there is always limitation about number of custom fields you would need to see in your any data object. For example, sales orders or purchase orders, and those you go ahead and do that by descriptive flex fields, but descriptive flex fields have limitations. And a lot of times we have seen people have already used them off. And this is another tool which when you plug in, it will act just like another DFF, and it will really blow it off by we can add as many as 100 additional fields in 100 additional DFF. Then the last one, which is very important, is a custom setup comparison tool. It is kind of similar to Oracle iSupport, but not with all the bells and whistles. And one of the key features of this tool is it can give you a good comparison of two instances of EBS, especially when you are trying to migrate from one environment to another environment, CRP to UAT or UAT to production. And your functional teams have done considerable amount of setups, and there are opportunities that they could miss some of them which are not automatically done. In those situations, very costly to really test everything in the next environment. So this is the tool which helps to really identify which other customizations are not done, give a report to the guys, and functional guys can really fix them quickly. We have seen with this kind of tools, the production issues are really reduced because you don't find issues in production through tickets if you exercise this tool and reduce the set of errors. So this is kind of last main, and there are more features coming as new versions, which I'm not going to go into right now, but very high level. With test automation coming in, and there's a project management piece as new versions.
Jade Global is an Oracle Platinum partner and is a leading information technology services and solutions provider. We deliver the right combination of business knowledge, product and technical expertise, project management and flexible delivery models to every engagement to ensure every client's long-term growth and success in business. For more information, please visit www.jadeglobal.com. Jade Global is headquartered at San Jose, California, with offices in Texas, New Jersey, and India. You can call us on the numbers on your screen or email us at marketing@jadeglobal.com if you have any questions or if you want to know about our solutions and services. We'll help you out with any query you have. Thank you very much for attending this webinar and hope to talk to you soon.